My name's Grace and today I'm going to be doing a freshman year advice video. I have two perspectives on this because I was a freshman 2 years ago, and then I also had the sophomore lens of seeing the freshman, you know, so I kind of have like advice like from people who see you and from being one, things I've learned from my experience. And yeah, I just have this wonderful list of things to share with you guys. If you guys are new here, all my links to my different social medias where I like to connect with you guys and chat with you guys are linked down below. Also, I have a website which I'm going to be launching like a big thing on. I'll just go ahead and spoil it for you guys. It's going to be like a 30-day blogging challenge, which is going to be insane with my schedule, but I'm really excited to do it. So if you go to my webpage, you can sign up for newsletters and sign up for notifications like when I post on there. That's gonna have a lot of correlation with my YouTube probably. Like a lot of my things I will be posting on YouTube might end up on my website first. So kind of get excited for that. If you want sneak peeks, be sure to check that out. So my first piece of advice for you guys is going to be involved in extracurriculars, sports, all those things your freshman year to test out the waters per se. So my freshman year I did basketball, I did soccer, I did a few clubs also, and I think that it was a really good experience for me to kind of figure out my place in those and figure out if they were for me. I was in Fellowship of Christian Athletes, I was in a few different things to kind of test out the waters. And then like my sophomore year, I don't play sports anymore. I quit them all my sophomore year, but I think it was a really good experience to get to know people, get different friends, and just like for the experimentation of it, I guess you could say, of like, oh, maybe I like this, maybe I don't, but like let's give it a shot because it could be something really incredible. And even though I don't play those sports anymore, I have good memories from them freshman year, and the clubs and stuff I was involved in I have good memories from also. My second tip is to be yourself, and that sounds super duper cliche and so like, okay, we've heard that one before, but it's really true because if you're not acting like yourself, you're gonna become close friends with people who you're acting like, which isn't who you really are, so there's a good chance they're not the right crowd for you. There's no point in not being yourself. Like I wanted to start YouTube freshman year and I didn't because I was a little concerned about what people would think, and looking back that was so stupid and naive of me. Like nobody really cares, it's me and I just should do what I want to do. So yeah, just do whatever you want and be yourself. Do not be that freshman who walks in acting like you are the freaking crap, because I cannot stand people like that. Even people who still act like that sophomore, junior, senior year, I'm gonna hate you. Most people will probably hate you because it's really obnoxious, and everyone is awesome, but you are not any better than anybody else, and that is when it becomes a problem with like the cockiness. Like confidence is just loving yourself and accepting yourself. Cockiness is thinking you're better than other people when you're not. Everyone is fantastic. Everyone is awesome. My third piece of advice for you guys is it's better to have one friend than 1 million. That might sound super weird, but some people put a lot more focus on becoming friends with everyone, you know, popularity, all that. Meh. But anyways, there's no point in being friends with people who aren't nice to you. You don't need to surround yourself with crappy people just for the sake of being able to say you went to these super cool parties with tons of people and you had all these friends. Don't be friends with people who are crappy. That's the bottom line. Don't be friends with people who make you feel less than what you are. Don't be friends with people who think that they're better than you or are constantly in competition with you or trying to put you down. There's no point. Like, there's literally no point, because after high school it won't matter, and you'll have wasted all that time in high school being semi-close with a bunch of people who don't even really care about you, instead of finding those few people that you can be close-knit with that can really change your life, because you'll have those people to confide in and go to, and they're gonna go through so many cool experiences with you, because high school is such a time of growth and you're gonna go through so much. So I recommend finding a few friends that are really, really good instead of finding a ton of friends who are just like. The fourth tip I have for you is grades are easiest in high school your freshman year, obviously, because it's your first year. So try your hardest. Do not blow off a class just because like you want to go hang out in the lobby or something. Like, do not do that, because your freshman year grades are going to be the easiest grades that are going to help your cumulative GPA in the end. And it's just try your best. And even if your grades aren't good, as long as you're trying your best, that is what matters at the end of the day. If you can, you know, say that you tried your hardest, that is what matters. But if you go back on your freshman year and you didn't try your hardest, you're gonna really, really regret that. I tried pretty hard freshman year and kept my grades to where they needed to be. Number 5, if you want to try something, go for it. This is kind of like the first one, but if you want to try a new sport that you've never done before, or a club that you have nothing, like you don't know anything about, if you want to start a YouTube channel, do it. Nobody, like, do not worry about what others are going to think of you, because those things, you're going to make memories, and you're going to create so many memories, and whatever those things that you try out are, whether good or bad, they're going to be great learning experiences, and you're not going to regret it after you leave high school. So you might as well give the things that you're interested in a shot. Number 6, this tip isn't for everyone because I know it's not possible for everyone, but my advice is to do this year, your freshman year, without a job. And the reason I feel this way is I had a job all of sophomore year and I loved it. Like, it was a great experience, but freshman year would have blocked me from being involved in a lot of things that I was involved in. And I think that you need that first year to figure out like how you're gonna balance everything, how you wanna balance all of your interests, and then like sophomore year get a job. Like, never quit something you're interested in to get a job. I mean, I understand if you're family, like it's like impossible if you're not to get a job, but if it is at all possible, I would hold off on getting a job your freshman year to just really be there for all the experiences and soak them in. And then, you know, your sophomore year and junior and senior year, you know better how to manage your time and still be involved in all the things you're interested in. And freshman year, you can test them out, so you can actually figure out which favorite things you want to have sophomore, junior, and senior year along with a job. So that's my advice, but like I'm not a genius, I'm not perfect, so what works for me might not work for you, but that's just kind of a little spiel from me. I'm happy I didn't have a job freshman year. Number 7, go do all these sporting events, football games, basketball games, you know, like volleyball, big tournament things. Like, be involved in all of that, because you're gonna meet a lot of cool friends, make so many cool memories being involved in that, and just like have school pep. Like, go all out for the themes of football games if you have those where you live, because we have them where I live and I am obsessed. Like, I will deck my face out in glitter. I get so pumped up. But like, be involved in those things, because those are things you really only get to experience in the short period of your life, and you're not going to get to experience ever again when you're older. So I think it's really cool to just be in the moment and be involved. Like, you're not going to remember that night you sat at home, but you are going to remember that really cool basketball game that was super close and you met this new friend and you got to wear glitter on your face and be crazy. Like, you're going to remember that, and it's such good memories. I love being in the student section. It's quite the good time. This one kind of goes for any grade. I don't really care how old you are or how young you are. Do not correct your teachers, especially whenever people don't know you yet, because they might not know that you're just this way. They might think, oh, this person is really annoying and obnoxious and rude, especially the rude part. Do not correct your teachers. If your teachers write something on the board wrong or misspell something that you can obviously see what it says, do not raise your hand and be like, you actually put that as a P instead of a Q. Like, nobody cares. Like, you don't need to be like, you're not your teacher's editor. Let your teacher do their thing, get the material, what you can get from it. Please do not be that person who raises your hand every 2 seconds to correct the teacher or think you're smarter than the teacher, because you're not. 9 is, most people probably have more homework in high school. I've actually had less homework in high school than I did in middle school, but a big tip for me is to do your homework throughout the day. Like, stay on task during class when you have that time to work on your homework. Like, yeah, if there's a really exciting conversation, be part of it. Like, okay, you can do your homework later, but if there's like times during the day, like lunch, when you're like barely even talking, just work on your homework, because then you're gonna have more time in the evening to go to other school events and hang out with friends that you've met at your new school and all those kinds of things, and just like, yeah. Number 10 is be nice to everyone you see, because if you come in with a smile on your face, you know, saying hi to everyone you meet and being super pleasant, which isn't hard to do. Like, you might be like, nobody's gonna like me. If you just have a smile on your face, so many people are gonna be like, that girl is awesome. Like, that's what I think about people who just like smile at me in the hall. I'm like, you're a girl, you just made my day. Like, if somebody's having a bad day and they see you smile, you might make it. So why be that person who has that pouty face and is like, I hate school? Just smile. Like, you're lucky to even be at school. Like, you're lucky to live in a place where you can go to school and get an education. Like, yeah, I don't love school either. Like, I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm still grateful and lucky to get to go. And everyone has to be there, whether you're gonna like it or not. So you might as well like it. Put a smile on your face. I just want to end on a note of saying that freshman year is not scary, even if you're going into a completely new high school. I've had such great experiences at high school, and high school has been much better for me than middle school and elementary school. And pretty much any other time in my life, I've met amazing people and I've gotten to be involved in amazing things, and it's just really, it's not that scary. Nobody's judging you as much as you think they are. You know, I think just be yourself and you're gonna find the right crowd for you. And if any of you want to talk, you know, if you're super nervous for freshman year, or just even if you're not a freshman and you just want to talk, my Snapchat's down below, and you can definitely add me on Snapchat and snap, like, not just my stories, you can like actually Snapchat me and talk to me if you need someone to talk to for advice, or if you're just stressed out and want someone to be like, hey, look, it's gonna be okay, kid. Like, it's gonna be okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you in some way. I love to just, you know, rant about all kinds of advice I have, even though, you know, I don't have a perfect life either. These are things that could have helped my life be a little more perfect back in the days of freshman year. So yes, that's a wrap. See you guys next time.